That's the cops. Well, that was fun. It's moderately better. We'll have to see. Alright guys, we're back on the Cat, obviously. And we're still going to be painting. So I got the motor down here. And I was thinking about this. I'm like, I could just put this thing back on there. But I watched that Go-Karts and Gone Fishing guys, one of his videos. He had a painted motor. It did blow up, I guess. But it just looked really cool. So I think I'm going to do a similar paint scheme to this with maybe a little twist. Also I want to do something to these. All this aluminum. Can you see me? I got a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I want to do something to this aluminum. There's a couple more pieces somewhere. This one and this one. I got this stuff. You guys ever seen this stuff before? I did a bike before. I did a whole paint job with I got a couple more. I'll show you what they look like. And I don't know if in your area they still sell it, but in my area they pretty much quit selling it. I don't know why. You look on Amazon, it's like $25 a can, but this was the last one. I had to drive like, I don't know, like 40 miles, 35 miles to the store, an Ace Hardware, to get this, because I don't have an Ace local anymore. And all the other ones, I drove past 3 Ace Hardwares to get to this one. To get this stuff, it's called stained glass. This is one I painted the ant with. The ant was, I took glitter paint, like this stuff, which is also really hard to find. So what you do, and I want to show you the bike, but it's put up. You do a base coat, and then you spray it with glitter, right? And then you cover it in this colored clear. So this stuff's clear. Like, I got a little test here, I'll show you. See how I just painted the back of it a little bit to see what it looked like. And it's all dirty and stuff. I didn't clean it, but you can kind of get an idea. It's a clear, tinted clear, like candy coat, spray paint. And Krylon makes great paint. So I want to do a couple of things with this candy. And I think what I'm going to do is I want to paint, I don't know, I did a little test again here of the white on the engine block. And I just did a little tiny bit just to see if I liked it. And yeah, so earlier when I had time, I was cleaning this with carb cleaner, the block, just a little bit. Got a couple of clips of that. It kind of looked like this. Bonk. So what I want to do, so I think I'm going to paint the block white and the cover white, and then I'm going to do this candy coat over the white on the cover. And then I'm going to do these aluminum things with the candy stuff, this stained glass stuff. And my wife is saying I should do the handlebars. I don't know. We'll see how much paint I got left after all this. And if I got enough, maybe I'll paint more stuff. I was thinking about maybe doing the wheels because it looks good over silver. But yeah, so I'm gonna still drinking Dr. Pepper, by the way. I'm gonna take the engine apart. We'll scuff it, and we'll, you know, I'm gonna paint stuff again. Sorry about all the painting videos, but that's what I'm doing. So cool. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start by taking this apart. So yeah, I guess I'll start with the side cover, since that is right here. I'm gonna put all these screws in here. I'm gonna have to figure out and take this switch out. I took one out before, but it was a while ago. This is like everything I do is going to be kind of a down and dirty paint job. I'm not going to go all crazy and prep it. I mean, it is just an engine block. So yeah, this just pops out, right? I don't know. There's bird nests and stuff inside here. I got it connected really good with a frickin'... Oh no, it disconnects here. I'll figure that out later. Looks really clean and nice inside. It's got a love note. S229- something. I think this engine is a yeah, it's a 2016. This is that one I got seized up from a friend of mine. Yeah, see, the outside is just still gross. Okay, next, I guess I take off this throttle plate. And the carburetor can come off now that the fuel line is free. My little spring. So that was on. Let's mark this so I know I'm not going to paint the chrome stuff. Yeah, I might re-chrome it with this marker though. So do you remember how this goes? Under there, through there. I'll remember. Probably not. Okay, coil off. Now I need to mark this governor so I can put it back in the correct position. So I'll just take and put little dots in it, I guess. Wait, let me make this sharper. Hold on, I'm fighting with cord right now. Okay, let's ignore that. So I'm going to do a little dot here. And can you see it? Barely. Maybe I'll just scratch it. There we go. And that's a 10. Great. Check out this weird wrench I got. It says 10mm /3/8. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, it just means it's a sloppy. She's a sloppy. Let's see if I can get this off. Where's my tiny screwdriver? There it is. My pocket pry bar. I was corrected the other day. Okay. And that's about all I'm going to take off. This thing's rusty. I think I'll just paint it. I'm going to paint over the caps. I'm just kind of, you know, like I said, I'm just going to be lazy. Because that's the way I like to do things. I just like to be lazy about it. I mean, it's a mini bike. It's going to get beat up. This is an old rusty motor. I just want it to pretend. I might pull the plug. Oh, I can pull that heat shroud. Let's get this off. This, oh, look at this. I saw this the other day. The chain, when I had it tipped up in that clip, somehow the chain came off and hit the shroud. Look at that. So that might be a thing for later, Wes, to deal with. Whoa. Get more. Come on. It's a nice strong magnet. Oh, look at that. Why did I do that? Okay. I'm going to try to give it a little bit more of a carb clean. Just a little bit more underneath some of these so it has a fighting chance to stick. Where'd my... There it is. Who's that? Somebody out here? No, nobody's out there. Is this still a bad angle? Yeah. Where are we at? It's fine. I'll change it in post. So a little degreasing just under the shrouds because I didn't get to do that earlier. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to come off in places. And I don't care. I think it'll be fine. It's a little bit of a funky paint job. You know, it'll fit the bill, fit the, you know, a little bit of aluminum showing here and there. I'm just saying I'm lazy and I don't feel like wanting like super detailing this. I think I'm going to leave the flywheel on too, as lazy as that seems. So let me do some more of this and I'll get it cleaned up as good as I can and I'll get back with you. Okay, so I stuffed things in places. I taped things. The shafts are covered. It's degreased about as degreasy as I can get it. I did pull the flywheel off. It's rusty as hell, which is normal. That's good. So I think all there is left to do, I'm going to set you up here. I'm going to be in a different position now. I think I'm just going to kind of, you know, take the crappy paint I have. Is this more of the same? Nope. I thought I had another can of this stuff somewhere. Is it over here? No. Well, I know I have more up there. I thought I had an open one. So, sorry, I was walking around doing random stuff. I'm just going to put some paint on this thing. So, here we go. I'm not painting the bottom, but here we go. It's not going to be gray anymore. I'm opening my door. I have to keep forgetting about the health and safety and whatnot. There, it's open now. Well ventilated area. This stuff's not going on very good. It's still kind of cold today. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. And under here, it doesn't need to be perfect though. Nobody sees it. It'd be nice if the valve cover was good, but of course it's running already. Yep. I'll just let it run, I guess. Why is the valve cover running? Everything else is going on fine. One light, heavy light coat, and then we'll let it sit. This side's still pretty dirty. It's not coming off though, so it's like body filler, I guess. There we go. One light, crappy coat. So we will just let this tack up, and I'll put another coat on it, and then I'll show you the final product, and then we'll move on to the side cover, which is going to need considerable cleaning. Okay. This has got 2 coats. This has 1 coat, 1 heavy coat. This is good. This is done. I was scratching off the paint because I guess I can kind of see my scratch now. I couldn't see my scratch. Hopefully I get the governor right. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to get the these aluminum dealies out. I peel all the masking off this. I want to see how it looked. I think I have new gaskets for this and this. If that's a problem, I don't know. We will see. So yeah, I'm going to move some stuff around. Maybe put some new paper down or grab some other pieces. Over here, can you see me? Yeah. And we're gonna let's do some of this candy coating stuff I was talking about. It's like this fake candy coat stained glass paint, which is under the paper. So yeah. Okay, got the new paper. If you're wondering what this is, I think it's like finger painting. I got it from never mind. I wiped down stuff with this paper towel and some Walmart brake parts cleaner. And so these are the 3 or 4 things I'm going to try with this. And this, like I said before, is called stained glass. And this is cobalt blue by Krylon. And hopefully this doesn't react really bad with that, because then I'll just cry a little bit. You know? So I already shook this up. Hopefully this works out as come on. As well as I planned. So very blue, but very cool transparency. And I found out with this stuff, it kind of wants to go on heavy. From my experience with this stuff before. I mean, it's just going to look blue unless you really look. So yeah, and then looks cool already. Just get these guys. I'm not going to do the inside. I thought about it. There's no point. This is all just strictly cosmetic, so. And now this. I have not tested this over this particular paint before. And this paint, I don't know if I was telling you earlier, it was messing with me. It was like bubbling up on the on the, I don't know. I gotta concentrate. Yeah, it was bubbling up really bad. Just going over itself. So, but it seems to be alright. It'd be reacting already, I think, if it was going to react. Sorry. Well, you can tell already. It's just friggin' cool. Just cool, man. The way this gives like a really expensive look. I mean, it is. I mean, this is like the same price as a can of Rust-Oleum when it's not on sale. Let me set you down just for a second. I'm gonna try to get under there. I'm gonna come over here to this side and yeah, I missed a big spot right here. Like I said, this stuff wants to go on heavy, like almost a one coat go. Otherwise, it kind of looks splotchy. Which honestly, with this color, it's not that bad. But the splotchiness is kind of freaking cool looking. All right, there it is. Candy in a can. Is that too bright? No, I think it's all right. I still want to do some kind of artwork across this. But look at that way it looks. And it'll stay looking like that. That's it. That's what it looks like. Very cool. All right. I'm going to let this dry. I don't want to mess with it too much. So, I might do one more across this face of this thing. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I was thinking about doing the fenders. The fender. But I don't think so. I think it'll be too, I don't know. I kind of want it to look like the engine is a centerpiece. And it's still blue and white. But I think I'm going to leave the wheels like they are. Yeah, I think that's it. So once this dries, I still haven't figured out what to do with the gas tank, because I'm afraid if this stuff not being well, that's kind of acting weird right there. Fuel proof. See, it's not going to be perfect. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of trying to fisheye. Whatever. But I don't know. This thing, I don't know what I'm going to do with the gas tank yet. I want to do something with it, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to let this stuff sit for about an hour. And then I'm going to start trying to piece the engine back together, maybe, after it dries. It might take longer than an hour. I don't know. So we'll get back to it when it's dry. Very cool. It has been about an hour and a half. Everything's dry. I can touch things. It doesn't. Look at the silver paint. This little cover that goes right here was rusty. I painted it with that silver stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to put this thing back together real quick, and then we'll just see what this is gonna look like. Yeah. So I think I might time lapse this because I don't know how long this video is getting. So yeah, I just kind of put a light coat of paint on the flywheel just to kind of make it look a little nicer. And that's it. I got all the stuff here. So we'll just quickly, oh yeah, I got this over here. We'll just quickly put this stuff back together. So let me get you set up, and then we'll do some time-lapse action. right. It's kind of, I don't know, but this thing's ugly now. Kind of sucks. But there it is, all assembled. I had 2 extra screws. I don't know where they go. That's pretty cool though. The paint job didn't turn out perfect, like the recoil was hitting right here, and I kind of got a little run, but you can barely tell. It's a little light right there. It's just going to get all dirty and beat up anyways. Yeah, I think this is pretty slick. I struggled. You can kind of see I scratched it. It's fine. It's going to scratch. I struggled with this. I couldn't figure out my marks because they're so, you know, painted and whatnot. I couldn't figure them out. But there it is. I think it turned out pretty cool. I did want to paint the valve cover, but you know how things go. Alright guys, well that's it. Oh, that's what the cover, those are for. I gotta put this on. I just realized what the other 2 screws are for. I'll put those on later. I'm gonna see if I can find a straight one of those. I have a bunch of motors around here, so I don't know, I might just get beat up again. But alright guys, that's it. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I think in the next video, I'm just going to put it back together. You know, I'm going to get it reassembled, you know. Oh, another thing I didn't talk about this. I put a bunch of aluminum tape on the back of this little heat shield, whatever. Just because it does get hot. And I fixed the heat shrink on the exhaust pipe. Yeah, I never did mess with the pegs, but that could be a later thing. I kind of want to just paint this thing and then we can fidget with it later. Get it put back together. I got the tire on. I haven't ridden this thing since last year. It'd be kind of neat to just get it out. It's kind of drying up. We had this huge crazy hailstorm the other day. It's like it snowed. Like dime and nickel size hail. We don't normally get that here, but we did, and it was weird. So yeah, I'm rambling. Does that look okay? I painted this with that silver paint. It looks pretty good. Some of this stuff kind of looks kind of crappy now, but like I said, it'll get all dirty. All right, that's it. I didn't stop rambling. So, all right, thanks for watching. Yeah. All right, guys. Oh.